post show, it's the post show.
And then, can you hear this?
Yeah, I can hear that. Oh, that's a funny one. Hang on.
I missed the joke. Oh. Spells. Mimi.
What was that one?
Sounds like a YouTube transition sound.
You've got to guess which sound they are, just from like...
I think it's the Vine boom, isn't it?
He's got it.
Let's go! We're back for the final episode of the year.
We're back.
Final episode of the year.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.
Oh my goodness, it's a little bit loud there, mate.
Alright, so we're going to kick it off with Chevy Chase Part 2.
Yeah.
Because where you last left off, what's a TLDR? Chevy Chase?
TLDR, I don't even know
guy.
where to fucking begin. Yeah, TLDR, Chevy Chase is like the worst guy ever made.
Well, I'm pretty sure, what was the post was titled?
The post was titled, How to Piss Off Everyone You've Ever Met So Badly That They Can't Even Be Bothered to Insult You. The Roast of Chevy Chase.
Okay. So I think...
Well,
I
you
think
only just listened to the last episode, right?
Yeah, exactly. So everyone
So
knows
you
about that
remember. For us, it was like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, no. But I think we got up to, like, you know...
We got up to the
crux
roast
of it.
itself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to turn your mic on.
We had a lot of...
Sorry. Keep going.
We got up to the roast itself. The post just gave us a lot of context about who Chevy Chase is and what he's famous for, which seems to be like fucking nothing, man.
What was the Grand something vacation?
National Lampoons. He was a host on SNL. Just put that under your feet because it's going to cut it out again.
All right.
He was a host on SNL, on Q's and Community, which is probably the thing I reckon most people know him for nowadays.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just like a fucking asshole.
He's a fucking asshole.
So many accounts of like sexual like abuse and just general abuse.
Just all the abuse.
Racism and bigotry and just like
all the bad stuff.
All the bad stuff.
So I think...
So...
What is that? Finally the big roast. I think that's where we're up to.
We're up to here.
I'm pretty sure. Jeez, are we even like halfway into it? What's the go? Jeez, it's still quite a bit. This might be
quite a lot.
This might be the whole episode catching up.
It won't be.
Alright, trust.
Alright, can we have some music, please?
Oh yeah, true. Forget about that.
So finally we're up to the big roast. I could like give you the what came before just to refresh your memory, but I would have to go back quite a ways. Beautiful. Basically, if you know what a roast is, Comedy Central used to do these. I still think they still do them as well. But they will have, you know, one person whose roast it is. They'll come and sit down at a panel of, you know, a dozen or half a dozen celebrities, comedians.
Yeah, I think I've seen...
And they just take the piss out of them.
Yeah, I think I've seen clips from like the Justin Bieber one.
Right.
If that's one that's existed.
Yeah, that's a pretty famous one. So this is about Chevy Chase's roast, and by the point of the roast, he's 100% still a douchebag, but it hasn't peaked quite yet, and his career was still looking good. He was riding the high of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and at the end of his career wouldn't come until 1991, when 3 of his big films all flopped in a row. He hadn't been banned from SNL, and while many of the people who worked with him were aware of his reputation, it wasn't quite as publicly known.
So what year was this? The big
This
roast?
This was 1991.
Damn. So quite a while ago.
It doesn't actually say. I would imagine it says on the roast, but
Yeah, sure.
in the 90s.
Cool.
Oh no. Fuck it, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's just get into
Finally, the big roast. If you want, you can watch the full roast here, and there's a little link that you can follow along at
Yeah.
home. I highly recommend that you do, just because the words really can't convey the atmosphere of it, and also it's sort of too funny to watch Chevy Chase get mocked. If you don't know, worries, the whole thing will be recapped below. The roast master picked by Chase was Paul Schaefer. Paul Schaffer? I don't know him. The roasters were Todd Barry, Richard Belzer, Stephen Colbert, Beverly D'Angelo, Al Franken, Greg Giraldo, Lisa Lampanelli, Nathan
I think
Lane,
we've read
Mark-
this part.
Yeah, we did.
Because, we're like, who are these
Yeah,
people?
who the fuck are these guys? I know a few of those people, which
Yeah.
we said last time.
Lots of repeats happening from us. So. Where did we get up to then?
Oh, yeah, I remember all of this now. Because Stephen Colbert fucking destroyed him.
Yes, I do remember that. The grand finale is actually probably what we're up to.
Yeah. Yes, it was. So Stephen Colbert, destroyed him with this,
What was the line again? It was, super cold, I remember.
I'll read it. So, the most brutal roast of all came from Stephen Colbert. He didn't just rip into him. He
He ripped
got into his insecurities. So quote: "The only thing I think of when I look at this man is that." Hang on, let me start again. "The only thing I think of when I look at this man is there, but for the grace of God I go. Why would I tempt the comedy gods to strike me down like this? A comedy lamprey, just sucking the joy out of everything I touch. But for some of these people, fame went to their head. But this man never forgot what got him whatever he thinks he is. Before you attack him, think, there may come a day in your darkest hour when you are a shadow of your albeit paper-thin self. And when that day comes, I hope that you are cheered up by something that Mr. Chase so famously said. He's Chevy Chase and you're not. If that doesn't cheer you up, then I don't know what will."
Yeah.
Oh, there's a music plays or a little reaction
quip?
image. Yeah. Damn. Chevy Chase running away from the comedy roast.
Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.
Yeah.
That was Chevy Chase. When he heard that, he was like...
So, turning Chase's most iconic line into a burn against him had to sting, but Colbert's entire speech impacted Chase pretty heavily. With the others, the jokes were almost too over the top. It was easier to laugh them off. Imagine the difference between someone telling you, "I fucked your mum," versus, "You've been nothing but a disappointment. You'll never be good enough for her." Colbert tore Chase apart with the precision of a surgeon, all the pleasant grin on his face. "I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me." After Colbert was Sir Randy Quaid, who I think actually is Jack Quaid's dad.
I don't know.
He plays... I'm pretty sure he plays Homelander in The Boys.
Oh, no way. Again.
Yeah.
Homelander, bro. The
Man,
boys.
fuck that show. Anyway, whose poetry tribute to Chevy is an experience. This has basically no relation to any of the rest of the drama, but it's too bizarre for me not to mention here. We read this last time, I remember now.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah. Grand finale time.
You may now pause your eyes to go... You may pause your eyes. Jesus Christ. Need some cafe. We're up to the grand finale. So I guess this is where Chase actually responds.
I suppose,
He gets
yeah.
to fight back.
Damn, good coffee?
Good cafe. Okay. Oh my god, that
Got ya?
took me by surprise. Alright. As the last roaster left the podium, and as Chase was thanked for being a good sport by the head of the Friars Club, all eyes turned to him. This was his big moment. His time to strike back at everyone. You can say a lot of things about Chevy Chase, but lacking the ability to insult people is not one that's so true. Chevy took the podium and not much happened. He kicked it off by saying, "I agree with everything that's been said," threw back a joke or two.
Sorry, my bad.
Then left. His voice broke as he noted that this would be the time the roastie got even with all the other comedians. But they just fucking aren't any, in his words. Saying like, there's actually no comedians here.
Oh, good one, Chevy.
In total, the whole thing took around 80 seconds, most of which Chevy was silent for. When he did speak, his trademark arrogance and bravado was gone. And he cried like a baby coming home from the bar. I can't tell, like, this... If you read this, there's an enormous post, and there's like chapters to every sort of stanza.
Yeah.
And they're kind of italicized and bold. And I can't tell if they're like quotes from Chevy Chase movies or if this is actually what happened.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
So it's saying here, like, the next title is, "And he cried like a baby coming home from the bar." Let's read on.
Yeah.
Chase himself admitted that after the show, he went back to his hotel room and had a breakdown. He reportedly cried for hours in a depressive state, with Paul Schaefer coming to comfort him. According to Chevy, the roast was the moment he hit rock bottom when he realized how badly he'd fucked up with his former friends. The roast truly devastated Chevy and would haunt him for years to come.
Damn.
Looking back through the broadcast, you can see an almost linear progression of Chevy's reactions growing more and more stolid. What?
Yeah, I know what that means.
As it went on. He'd barely react to jokes beyond the bare minimum, or sometimes not react at all. He'd just sit there stone-faced with his sunglasses on. The show was supposedly pretty uncomfortable for everyone else. Looking back past Friar Club roasts, it's hard not to notice the difference in the atmosphere. Members of the crew, audience, and cast have all expressed some levels of discomfort with what happened, and many of them just wanted to move on and act like it never occurred. Even in previous roasts, no matter what you said, you could fall back on the fact that people liked you. The sad fact is, nobody in that room really liked Chevy all that much, and a decent number of them hated him. Reportedly, Chevy Chase even insisted that certain jokes be cut entirely from the show before it was broadcast. I was unable to find proof of if Chase was specifically involved, but the broadcast has clearly been edited.
Interesting.
There's shots where Chase seems to transition from his sunglasses to his regular glasses quickly, and some of his roasters seem to have vastly different speaking times. Some of them barely even mention Chevy, so the idea that some of their jokes got cut isn't too far-fetched.
Wild.
Compared to the other Friars Club roast that aired, this one ran on the shorter end, suggesting that there could be about 5 to 8 minutes of cut footage. And considering what actually made it onto the broadcast, you have to wonder how truly gut-wrenching those insults must have been. So true.
Ouch.
Regardless of editing, Comedy Central would only ever air it once before shelving it. Cue the music, please. What comes next?
Fuck. That's not the music, I'm sorry.
So what comes next? At some points during this write-up, you may have wondered where the big sweeping changes were. After all, a roast of a celebrity by a bunch of strangers, many of whom aren't comedians, who use extremely personal jokes and attacks, that's not really anything special. It's pretty much every major roast, especially on Comedy Central. The thing is, this roast is a large part of what created all of those. Obviously, it's less shocking to us now, but it has become the norm. So true. But at the time, this was an entirely new experience, and it was an experience that Comedy Central jumped on with enthusiasm.
Wild.
After Chase's roast, their 5-year contract with the Friars Club ended, and it was not renewed. Some suggested that Chase personally sabotaged the deal, although more likely it just represented the end of a short experiment. Comedy Central then started producing their own roasts following the new model. Turns out people are a lot more entertained by celebrity drama than close friendships, and they're happy to see someone famous knock down a peg or two. Yeah, we fucking are. Plus, you don't need to actually get comedians if you just hire a writing team for all the celebrity guests, and star power attracts a lot of viewers. So true. Roasts have since become a classic part of comedy culture, with Comedy Central firmly at the peak and Chase's legacy enshrined forever, just maybe not the way he'd want it to be. Believe it or not, Chase is still an arsehole, and there's a link there. He has gone in and out of retirement, currently stating that he's only semi-retired. He's also tried to convince Lorne Michaels to let him host Saturday Night Live again. just minutes before he walked his daughter down the aisle at her wedding. Priorities, man.
Damn. Congrats on your daughter's wedding. Anyway, about SNL.
If you want to take the time, there's a good Washington Post article that dives into Chevy and discusses the nuances, exploring his abusive childhood without excusing his current behavior. Also, the roast was spoofed by American Dad, sunglasses and all. That's funny. Funnily enough, that's how I learned about this and decided to make a write-up. I guess the moral of the story is simple. If you're an asshole, a narcissist, a bigot, a douchebag, a sexist, a failure in every conceivable way, at least you're not Chevy Chase. The end.
Damn. Wait, hold on.
Thank you, everybody. It's a lot of reading.
Yeah. We actually got through most of it last week. Last episode. I didn't realise.
Well... Oh, they love me. They love me. They love me.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Please.
Everyone was like, yeah.
Sit down, everybody.
No, that was good. Why did we decide to read that in the first place?
Because we
wanted to do something else on Reddit that wasn't Am I the Arsehole?
Yeah, and we were driving back from Melbourne the other day, and at some stage we started listening to a podcast. Just another 2 dudes, 2+ dudes, 3+ dudes, hanging out, talking about movies, talking about current affairs. And they mentioned they have like a friend of theirs have a podcast where they just read Am I the Arsehole? That's the whole show.
we got to pivot somehow.
We really got to pivot somehow. I think, yeah. I mean, this show doesn't need to have a point.
That's right.
But it would be good to, if we're going to keep doing it, really come up with a point. Come up with an idea. Come up with an actual idea for once.
I like the Chevy Chase bit. That was good.
Yeah, I like the Chevy Chase bit too. But I'm just thinking
for like the...
Lots of people read Reddit and just like...
You're right. People can do this in their own time. They don't need us to read it to them.
Yeah. Are we charismatic enough that you wouldn't listen to us read Reddit posts over just reading them yourself with your own internal monologue? Or...
honestly, I wouldn't mind listening to somebody read Reddit stories because it means I don't have to read them,
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, I know what you mean. At the same time, it's just like,
It's also like free content.
It's easy money, baby.
It's literally easy. Easy money? Money?
It's easy content.
It's easy content.
That doesn't equate to money, but
Should we read another one? Fuck it.
The quick 180 was really, I didn't expect that,
Brother, this guy stinks!
Hang on, I'm gonna fade it down, and then I'm gonna press it, and I'm gonna fade it up when he says stinks. Okay.
Okay.
Guy stinks!
God damn it! I was so close.
Poor guy, man. Some guy named Guy out there, like, oh, what the hell?
Stinks! Yeah!
Whatever, I want to play this game. Is there something else we can do?
I've got nothing left!
Okay, this is like hard mode. Okay, I'm gonna turn
It's a
up.
hard one though.
I'm gonna turn up when he says the last left.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was pretty close, right? That was pretty close.
That was it. That was it.
That one's a bit harder. Yes, we looked.
Anyway, think about it!
Alright, turn it up when he says it.
All right.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
About it!
Damn.
Failure!
Anyway.
That one's a bit hard.
Anyway.
Alright, turn it up when he says Ready? Wow,
He's done it.
That was good. That was really good. Nice.
Do it again. Do it again. Okay. I just got back from Melbourne. Aren't you gonna ask me how it was?
How was Melbourne, Jack?
Oh, thanks for asking.
That's
oh
right,
my
that's right.
god.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I had such a great time.
Fuck yeah, man.
Kind of want to move there.
Yeah, you said that before, yeah.
Look, I don't. Oh my god. As a Sydney head. Huh? As a Sydney lover. One cannot be a Sydney lover and not a Melbourne hater.
Okay.
You have to love Sydney and you have to hate Melbourne. That's how it goes.
Okay, but you still like, despite loving Sydney and hating Melbourne, you think it's the superior city?
Yeah, look, I think
Is that why
Melbourne
you hate
is
it?
better, but I like Sydney more.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, you grew up here. Well, I mean, you didn't grow up here.
I didn't grow up here, but like, I live here.
You live here. You've lived here for a while.
Yes. I think you can think something is better, but also liking something else that's worse.
Well, absolutely. I think
I love Sin City. Like, no one drives into Melbourne and goes, Melbourne!
I mean, I'm sure there's some people.
No, it doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen. Never
Meanwhile,
once.
my ass is saying, Sydney!
Jesus Christ, bro.
I bet this fucking drums rattle just then.
Yeah, it's fucking loud.
Sorry.
No, look, I'm sure there is someone who drives into Melbourne and says that.
No, I don't
but
think
I
so.
get your point.
Yeah.
At the same
It just
time.
doesn't come off. It just doesn't have the same
You can't
ring
say
to it.
Melbourne. Like, it doesn't feel the same, does it?
Nah,
It feels
God,
wrong.
fucking-
It feels
shut
a bit
the-
odd.
Shut the fuck up, Melbourne.
It's a bit cringe. What are they
But
doing?
like, we went there and we played in this venue that's like, was free entry, better than any Sydney venue at this level around. And then, okay, so let me start from day one. So we drove, we left at like 5, we left at 6
AM.
a.m.
Ouch.
And we stopped a couple of times along the way, but we we got in at about 5. We went straight to rehearsal. Rehearsal was in Fitzroy. We went to this amazing, it's called 3 Phase, the place. And it was like a cafe through the day. And then it's also a little bar. They serve drinks there. You can get snacks. And it's also a rehearsal studio.
That's pretty fucking cool.
And there's I don't know, half a dozen rooms out the back.
Yeah, nothing like that in Sydney.
Nothing like that in Sydney. Pleb City, close. Same kind of co-op.
Where's the bartender
community
at
vibes.
Pleb City, bro?
Oh, you're fucking taking the day off.
Where's the barista at Pleb City?
And that's just one spot
Yeah.
out of heaps. And, great fucking clothes shops, great fucking cafes. Everyone knows this shit, this is not new.
Yeah,
But
you're right. This is all facts.
when you can walk everywhere,
Yeah.
when you can get the tram everywhere.
Free transport.
Well, it's not free.
Well, in the CBD, it's free.
Yeah.
Public transport.
We were staying in Northcote.
Yeah.
But cheap still. You can just put fucking I don't use an Opal card. I just use my fucking
Your phone,
my
yeah.
debit card or whatever. But when you use the Mikey, you can just put $1 on there
Yeah.
or $5. There's no minimum put $10, $20 on there, which it is.
I don't know. I don't use
on
Opal.
Anyway, then we finished rehearsal at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. We went home. We got changed. We all had a shower. We took an hour to get ready. We were all starving.
Yeah, I can
We're
imagine.
fuck. It's 11 o'clock. Where's going to be open? Walk down Northcote, Main Street, High Street in Northcote. Fucking everything is open still.
Yeah.
Wood-fired
What day
pizza
was it?
restaurant. It was it was a Friday night.
Sure.
But still, that shit's not open that late food-wise in Sydney on a Friday night.
Hasn't been really since lockdown, though.
Unless it's a kebab shop. And we just went to this nice wood-fired pizza place. And we went in and we were oh, I feel so bad. We're going in, these guys are probably closing. And we're just going hurry up, But they're open till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
What?
What?
and had like an amazing cheap feed, and then like went back to the pub
Yeah.
and like got let in, no worries, and stayed there for like hours.
No, it's pretty crazy. Like the hotel I used to work at, the Queen's Hotel in Enmore, before lockdown, we used to be open to like 2 a.m. on weekdays and 3 a.m. on like weekends, like Fridays, Saturdays, and would do food all the way up until like 1:30 in the morning, right? Lockdown happens. Straight after lockdown, closed at midnight. Like food finishes 11.
Yeah.
It's like why? Yeah, like why? Like I get it for like the meantime while we're in lockdown, while all that shit's happening, but why is it still a thing? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like you'd think now, I mean, to be fair, I don't work there anymore, so maybe they are back open to like that hour, but it just feels like COVID kind of like killed that mentality of like, I'm gonna go out and get dinner at 12 in the morning, you know?
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks, you know?
Yeah.
As someone who finishes work pretty late, I wouldn't mind that if like places were open a lot later, like restaurants and stuff like that. But like even like where I'm working, I mean, it's not like the city, it's Cogra, but like
But even in the city,
I finish at like 9 p.m. or not 9 p.m, 8:30 p.m, and sometimes like I walk up Cogra way and it's like nothing's open, you know?
yeah.
Not even like the bars are like closing, you know what I mean? And it's like, sure, it's like a Wednesday or a Thursday, but it's just like, come on.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I in Bathurst?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
Sleepy
we're in
town.
Sid City.
Everyone was asleep, bro. You
Yeah,
serious?
fucking sleepy ass city.
But I guess maybe it's because we don't live in the city. Maybe there would be more
But,
options
like-
if we lived in the city.
Not really. Like, I lived in Glebe,
That's a good point.
and like, God bless Glebe, but it's the same there.
Yeah.
You know, there's
I
only
mean-
like a few places that stay open past 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
If you want to go and have a drink, that's different. A lot of places stay open a bit later, but like through the week, like a lot of them are closed Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Pretty much fucking everywhere in Melbourne is open all week.
Yeah.
Everywhere that we went was open all week. Everything's cheaper. There's more Guinness. There's more Guinness on tap per square
capita.
kilometre than there is in Sydney, I reckon.
That's pretty funny. No, I mean,
You can just walk out onto the street with your drink
yeah, that's crazy.
and sit outside. Like a lot of these places that we went to had outside seating, and you can just stand around with your pint and fucking no worries.
Fucking no worries, bro.
You could walk home with it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, why is there a problem with it here?
Well, I mean, yeah, it just feels like lockout laws, COVID. Now we're here, you know?
Yeah.
Which
But it's
just-
obviously not doing Melbourne any harm. Not
No,
having
well,
them.
obviously not. I mean, it's just stupid Sydney.
Fucking stupid Sydney.
It's just like...
Sydney, I love you, but you're bringing me down.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
So you're going to move there?
I don't know. I mean,
I thought you were moving back to Bathurst.
I am.
Last episode, that was Bathurst. Now it's Melbourne.
I am still. It's like, well, maybe after that, I'll see.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are thinking about moving as well. A lot
Yeah.
of people I know. So, and I know a few people down there now. So it's like,
Not
if I
as
wanted
daunting.
to go, it's not nearly as daunting. Yeah.
Absolutely. I know what you mean.
Oh, excuse me?
You really said... Huh?
That one was really loud.
Leave me alone!
Akira!
Wait, ready? I'm going to turn up.
Leave me alone!
Okay. I'm going to turn up when the dong happens. Ready?
Okay.
Fuck, that was a bit late. Hold on.
That
Try
was
to get
pretty
it one more
close.
time. Ah, I fucked it up again. Fuck. Oh, God. It's third time lucky.
Oh, I fucking nailed it. Right then.
What about Adelaide?
Adelaide. Our friend Aaron. You know.
Yeah.
You know Aaron.
He's from Adelaide.
He's from Adelaide.
I guess there's a reason he's in Sydney.
Yeah. Well, he moved to Canberra
Oh, okay.
and then Canberra also sucks, so I moved to Sydney.
So is Melbourne the only good place? Or is there like Brisbane a vibe? Is
I
the
think
Gold
it's the
Coast?
last safe haven of having any fun in Australia.
Sure. No, I think you're right, probably.
If you're like you and me, you know.
Yeah, I know us.
You know you and me.
Yeah, I know us for now.
I saw a tweet that was like, if you...
An X.
No, what?
Remember Twitter got renamed?
Oh, true. Well, I don't fucking care about it. I don't use it anyway.
How'd you see it?
I saw a tweet that was like, if you get a text from MyGov saying there's a MyGov message in your inbox and you get really stressed out, then like vote for the Greens or something. It was like something along the lines of that.
Okay.
I feel like it's the same. Like, if you get a message in your MyGov notifications saying there's a MyGov message in your inbox,
Move to Melbourne. You won't have any
you will
issues.
have fun. You'll have more fun in Melbourne.
Yeah.
What else did we do? Went to this epic pool hall that I've told you about before.
Yeah,
the Red Triangle.
Red Triangle.
In... Fuck, what suburb is it in? Brunswick?
Sure.
No. Fuck, I don't know. Fitzroy? I don't fucking know.
Fucking, I don't know.
It's in fucking near the inner west.
Yeah, sure.
It's just amazing. It's open till 3.
That is pretty cool.
You go in. It's like family owned. It's been family owned since the 70s. Every time I've been there, they've always like cut us a deal. Like they've always like, you know, undercharged us.
Sure.
You can get a coffee there. You can get a milkshake. You can get a toasted sandwich.
That is pretty cool. It's not like the City Heroes.
No, City Heroes is like, I love it, but it's a overstimulating mess.
Yeah. Which one's better, the Burwood one or the City Heroes?
The Burwood one's better for sure. But it's in Burwood.
I mean, that's not too far from here.
It's not from here, but like if I wanted to get public transport there, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, for sure.
What else did we do? We rocked out at the Northcote Social Club, which was great. There was like 100 people there on a Monday night.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Like, are you kidding me? Are you shitting me?
Well, Monday Jam's still happening.
Monday fucking scam.
I was talking about that with Lewis actually when I was with him
Yeah.
the other morning, because I was like saying I didn't realize you guys were playing on a Monday night. It's pretty cool that like things are happening on a Monday, and I was like, there's not really anything like that in Sydney, except for like the Monday Jam. But then like it's like, what is that? You know?
It's just fucking lame as hell.
It's so far away as well. Like it's like
Where is it?
It's on George Street. It's like
In the city.
yeah, it's
That's
like
not far away.
but like on a Monday night, like you
Guess
expect me
so.
to get there and back on a Monday night.
It's actually
And be
so
ready for-
easy for us to get to Sydney and back from here.
It still takes a while.
It's like,
It's like 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
yeah, it's nothing.
I guess it's nothing in the grand scheme of things. It was probably quicker from Stratford.
It takes
to be
longer
honest.
to get to Newtown. Isn't that fucked up?
I guess so. It's just because we're on the line that takes us to the city.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a Monday Jam guy, you know?
I just don't fucking care.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, if it was another show on a Monday night...
Sorry
like,
to all the Monday Jam heads.
if it was like my friends playing on a Monday night, then I'd be like, hell yeah, get me there. But I just have no motivation to go to something like
There's
that.
just
And
like
it's like the only thing I can think of that's on a Monday night here. Or even on like a weekday, you know what I mean? Like, it's... Yeah, I feel like you're hardly pressed to see a show on a Thursday night these days, you know? Thursdays used to be the go. It used to be the day.
I remember it well.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there still are shows on Thursdays. But like, I don't know, it's just not the same, you know? It's not like Hideaway Bar rocking every Thursday, you know? It's like Hideaway Bar closed.
Those days are over. Except Trocadero Room is supposed to be pretty good.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jacoby's have siphoned it.
Yeah.
I wonder if, because they're next door, they're just going to knock that wall down.
I doubt it.
True. It'd be cool. You like open it up so much more. You can put the stage somewhere else. But I think Jacoby's like having its like cool, hip, small underground bar thing.
Well, it's
going
like
for it.
all of the fucking... It wouldn't be just as easy as knocking a wall down.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of foundation and shit that like you can't knock down.
Yeah, I would like to do a little show there and see how it is, but I feel like maybe they don't book rock and roll bands. I feel like maybe they book like lame bands.
Well, what venues have Sydney going for it?
Not much. Vanguard.
Like, I'm a bit over
Wayward's.
Vanguard. Wayward's like Wayward's is fine, you know? It's like, it doesn't sound like amazing, but it sounds good enough, you know? Which in Sydney, it's like, that's all I can ask for.
Yeah.
All I can ask for is enough, you know?
That's like the pubs, you know? Like, they're all just pubs. They're not actually venues.
And that's what we were saying as well when we played Wayward's the other day. Like, there's all these like pylons and fucking like framing and shit, and I'm like, no wonder this room sounds like garbage, because it's like all this shit blocking sound from traveling. Like, I don't know. It just feels like the buildings in Sydney that became venues are just like the shittest buildings to project sound.
Yeah.
It's just like they need to design venues, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have a question?
House Music and Booze.
Oh yeah. That one's decent because it's like, you know, it's just a cube. It's like, here we got a cube of empty air.
Yeah.
Fill it with noise.
And it sounds pretty good in there.
Yeah. Because even though it's just a weird vibe, it's like,
It's a weird vibe.
black box, and then you walk out and it's like old timey bar, and then you walk into the next room, it's like restaurant, and you're like, what's going on, man?
Yeah, it's whack as hell. But I like it. I think it's like one of the only smaller venues. It's one of the only venues that you can go and see a, like, you know, pretty good Sydney band supported by pretty good smaller bands, and also they can pull acts from overseas.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, we're playing with Sylvie and Tex Crick there next week.
Nice.
Like, Sylvie's from America.
Cool.
Wayward's as well can pull acts from overseas. It's big enough without being like the Lansdowne. Fuck the Lansdowne.
Fuck the Lansdowne.
Sounds good, but unfortunately it just fucking blows.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
And same with like Oxford Art Factory. Like, you know, if we're talking about places that are hard to get to, that's probably like one of the harder venues to get to. It's not terrible to get to.
Well,
It's like, it could be worse. You could be further up Oxford Street, you know, like they're pretty close to Central. It's like
this is another reason why Melbourne is just better.
Public transport.
Doesn't matter where you live, because the public transport is so good.
Yeah, the public transport.
You're essentially
is
like
arse.
15 minutes away from everything.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if Oxford Arts is far away. If it was in Melbourne, it'd be no dramas.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Like, I feel like having that infrastructure makes the cost of living way less.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. And I mean, like, think about how Melbourne's laid out, you know, it's just like a fucking grid.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why it works so well. It's so easy to get to places because it's not, they didn't build their city on a fucking mountaintop, bro.
Yeah.
Not that this is a mountaintop, but you know, it's like very, very hilly, you know?
Yeah.
It's, you know, one of the, you know, I guess most popular tourist locations in Sydney is called The Rocks.
True.
Because it's just a fucking bunch of mountains and cliff
Well,
sides.
I guess there wasn't much they could do back in the day about it.
I just fucking, I don't know, design your city somewhere else, bro. Like,
Yeah, but they were stupid back then. They don't know any better.
yeah, it's just frustrating, you know? But it is what it is. But yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, like, I see what you're saying. Melbourne better. But I did bring this other alternative point to the argument the other day of just like, you know, Australia sucks just in general. And I like, if I'm gonna move to Melbourne, it's like I might as well just move somewhere else overseas, you know?
Well, yeah, I totally agree with you, but I don't want to do that.
I would like, it's hard because like I feel the same about moving to Melbourne as I would about moving to like fucking South Korea, you know? It's like, obviously Melbourne's, I guess, easier in the fact it's like I am closer to everybody I know and all the things I love and do every day and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's still like a marginal distance is going to cause a lot of like, you know, I'm going to have to rethink my life, you know, basically, if I move to Melbourne. It's like, if I'm going to be putting that much effort into rethinking everything, I might as well do it somewhere else that's going to be even better, you know? But
look, it's true.
It's a tough one because, like, at the same time, it's like you want to balance, you know? Like, if I did move to Melbourne, it's like I can still visit my family more often than I could if I lived in fucking, you know, Bosnia.
Yeah. Moving to Melbourne, you don't have to get a fucking passport. Mm-hmm. Even though probably you have one already. I don't.
It's not too hard to get either.
You don't have to get like a working visa or, you know.
The visa is a big thing, I think.
You don't have to learn a second language. If you, I mean,
if you move to Korea.
if
you could just move to England.
Like, yeah.
Let's be real, but you have to learn a second language if you move to England. It's fucking cockney, innit? Got to learn what those fucking English bloods are saying, bruh.
Moving to Melbourne is significantly easier than moving overseas.
Yes, probably. Definitely. Significantly? Depends where you move overseas. But yeah, it's definitely easier than... Yeah. I think it's the easiest place to move for us. If we were like going to pack up our lives and move somewhere, it'd probably be the easiest. Unless we moved to like Canberra or some shit.
Yeah.
Let's not do that, but...
It's like...
No offense, Canberra.
Yeah. It's just like... It's still...
It's just Australia, but better.
It's still Australia, you know.
It's better Australia,
country.
yeah.
It's just, you know, more opportunity.
Yeah, you're right. There is a lot more, especially for what we're doing as well. Like, going out and being social, I suppose. Like, it's just that aspect on its own is easier in Melbourne.
Yeah, and I love chit-chatting. So...
I love engaging in social activities.
People always bring up the beaches in the Sydney versus Melbourne debate, and as someone who's going to the beach after the recording, I like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who doesn't really like the beach anyway, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's not enough of a pull for me.
Yeah, I'd like, and define better, you know, in terms of beaches, like less crowded. Is that what it means? Like, what is a
There's
better
no
beach?
beaches in Melbourne.
Okay, like not a single beach.
There's St Kilda Beach, but they call it Needle Beach.
Because it's what?
Just like trashy, apparently.
Yeah, true, fair enough.
It's not like Sydney.
Yeah, okay.
The weather is also worse.
Oh yeah, it's not beach weather in Melbourne, that's for sure. But like, you know, I guess it's just like, you know, if you like it, you like it, and then that's an issue. If you don't, you don't, and then it's not an issue, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like, even if you do like it, you might still just be like, whatever, I'll make this sacrifice, I don't give a shit, you know?
Yeah.
Which just sounds like that you're kind of on that side of the fence.
Well, there's also just, like, outside of music, the TAFEs offer more courses to you. Like, you can go to TAFE for instrument making in Victoria.
That's pretty cool.
In New South Wales.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of stupid.
And that's something, like, I'm genuinely interested in doing.
Yeah.
As, like, a job. And if I go to Melbourne, I can actually study it there and have, like, proper hands-on experience doing it. The venues pay you way better.
True.
We were paid really well for the Northcote Social Club.
That's good.
We're trying to rebook our Such Big Water tour in February.
Oh, yeah, true.
Coming to your town.
I'm pretty excited for that too.
I'm pretty excited for that, but I really hope we can change the venue.
What is the other venue we're playing?
So we're booked in for the Retreat. If any of our people know where that is. I've been to a show there.
Where is it?
It's in Brunswick.
Okay, cool. Brunswick's pretty cool.
It's on Sydney Road. It's like, it's pretty busy, but at the Retreat, it's like the Vic.
Okay.
It's like playing the Vic on the Park. Like, big room, but also like really busy dining, people having drinks.
Sure.
Like kids running around and shit. Like, it's not really the vibe for us, I think.
Sure.
Like, we want people to engage.
We're also playing 2 shows, aren't we?
Yeah.
So
I can't remember where the second one is.
Okay, cool.
But I also got the email for the booker for the Northcote Social Club.
Sick.
So if we want, I mean, this is like band business chat.
Yeah.
That's just made its way into the fucking funny podcast. But we should talk about that later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What's the point of even playing in Canberra? No offense to Canberra.
Sideways is a cool venue.
Okay, sweet. I never played in
like-
Canberra before, but like it doesn't. I'm not like itching to play there, whereas I'm like pretty keen to play Melbourne. You know?
There's like no venues in Canberra
Yeah.
or bands that would play with us.
Also, like I think we're playing Franks, aren't we?
Yeah.
Which is like
I just played Frank's on Sunday
it's like what capacity of 10 people, isn't it?
from like 12.
It's fucked. Like, and the stage is like a little wedge of like stage.
We'll have a good show there.
You fit a drum kit on there, and it's like it.
Yeah. We had 7 of us that we fit into Frank's yesterday
Yeah.
or day before yesterday. It was fine.
Yeah.
We will have a really good show there, I reckon.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the Such Big Water show will be there. I think we just need to let the band know the situation, because I don't know if Isaac's fully aware of like how small Frank's
He's
is.
been there before.
Has he?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It'll be cool because but I just think we need to specifically cater a set towards that venue. You know,
Yeah, I think we also need to bring a kit.
a kit. Yeah, true. That sucks a little bit, but
Anyway,
that's band chat, guys.
welcome. Thanks for coming to Band Chat, everybody.
What's the time? I mean, we're probably ready to wrap this one up. Is that say 48, 46? Have you got any last words? But this is the final post show for the year, and I mean, I haven't exactly revealed this information on the plug yet, but we're taking a bit of a break, so this is like exclusive. If you're listening to this, you're finding out exclusively. But
Yeah.
so I mean, we might do some episodes like here and there if we're feeling up to it, but I think because I mean we got the tour and I'm releasing an album as well, so I was kind of just like, let's just take it easy. I mean, I can't do everything at once, so
This is a pretty infrequent thing for both of us anyway.
yeah,
Like,
sorry.
it's not taking up heaps of time, but you know,
Yeah,
some days it's like, oh, we've got to do this like today.
yeah, exactly. Like today.
It's like, yeah. Not that I have anything on, but like,
Yeah. I'd rather take a break, think about it more, come back with a better plan,
yeah.
more structured, be ahead and stuff like that. That's the goal for next year. But I think that would be a lot easier if we, you know, did a bit of a hard reset, you know? So that's where I'm feeling.
Mm.
How you feeling, Sydney?
I'm feeling pretty
Jack.
tired, Sydney. I need to go to the bathroom, Sydney.
Well, let's...
And yeah, I don't really have any final words.
I mean, we'll be back eventually.
Yeah.
So it's not that deep, you know?
If you are listening to this and you are A&R for any record labels in Australia, can you please email me at jack.hawley4@gmail.com because my shit hot rock band wants to release a record soon. Okay?
What, our one?
No.
What Hot Apple Band?
Whole wide world.
I was going to say, aren't you guys already signed?
No.
Not Hot
Hot Apple Band.
Hot Apple Band, but well, not signed.
Oh,
but
another
on Third
fun,
Eye.
Yeah, another fun thing at Frank's. We got to sign the record.
Oh, that is
They're
pretty
doing
cool.
signed records, and I've never signed a record before.
You're like,
So I was like, I wasn't even play on it.
but your name's on it now.
My signature's on there.
Let's go.
So that was really special.
Yeah, nice. That's fun.
Cool moment, guys.
How much is a record? I wouldn't mind getting one.
It's like 50. Jack gave me one, and then I left it at their place along with all my gear and the Mustang.
I mean, it's just what, down the road?
Yeah,
You'll be fine.
yeah. But we do have one in the house.
Sick. Nice. Well, maybe I won't then. All right.
Okay.
Peace and love.
Good job, everyone.